hardly hear myself. Hi, Candy Wrapper. Hi, Jacqueline Keeley. I'm just waiting on the live to start. And even though I did a shout out in our members, I would like to welcome again Agent Redacta to our Starlights. Welcome, everyone, to 1111 Tarot. Mama D coming at you. We're going to be looking into this case like right now. I follow my gut, and it takes sometimes forever for me to really lock in somewhere. But I truly feel strongly we need to look at the Frat Club. In my personal opinion, everything said here, everything I share in this entire video is my humble opinion. I encourage you to do your own research and don't call the popo and be like the tarot reader on YouTube said, da 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 da, because that doesn't do anybody any good. This is my opinion. And you may see other clues in the cards that I don't see. So make sure you throw them in the comments below so that we can all go back and see what you're seeing. Okay? Now, there are traditional meaning to tarot cards, and I give those generally along with my interpretation of how that weaves together in the story. Somebody asked me a couple questions. Where did I get my book? And they said they'd looked all over. An actual leather worker made the book for us. This is custom. Another thing is what was the other question? Oh, if I could tell them what decks I'm using. I use over 100 decks. And so I listed out in the details, the description, a few of them. All right. Okay, with that, today, tonight, whatever it is for you, we're going to look into this connection. And I really feel strongly that there is more to the fight between Dirty South. And if you don't know who I'm talking about a frat brother that had a fight with Ethan. And that's all I can legally tell you. Had a partner in crime. And I don't know if there's a connection to the Idaho 4 any further than that fight. I don't know. But my intuition is telling me there's something more. My cards are showing with me, really showing, like telling the story to me that there's much, much more than we're aware of what the fight was about. Because this is a secret. And I feel like Kaylee knew it, and Maddie knew it, and Jack Showalter knew it. And I feel Adam then knew it. And I feel like it could possibly, and I could be wrong, but we're going to check into this, have to do with some sort of hazing that went wrong, that turned into self-delete, maybe a drowning or strangling, based on what I'm seeing. My question is, does it have something to do with Dirty South? Is there a correlation between the fight that took place between Ethan just hours before his life is taken with the girls? Let's just jump right in. So let's get our book open. I've already shuffled. I've done a lot of meditation. Actually, on this one, I meditated for a few days. So we'll get the book set up here so that you can see. And we're going to start off with, and this, oh, the other thing I was asked, okay, is what spread am I using? Well, everything that you're seeing is based on the Celtic cross. Only it's not taking that form. I put it in book form, okay? So, divine guidance. This is the strong major arcana energy. So, I've removed all the minor arcanas as well as the court cards. All we have are the 0 through 21 major arcanas. It gives me the understanding of the strongest energy. Now, when I'm asking for major arcana, divine guidance, I'm asking the universe to deliver on the 11/12, the night before, 11, 12, 23. Give me the energy of Dirty South and downtown, the sidekick, towards Ethan. Just Ethan. Show me this. Just Ethan. What's this energy I'm picking up on 1122 between Dirty South, downtown, and Ethan Chapin on 1122? Why am I saying 1122? On 1112, what the hell? Okay. That's weird because in the pre-shuffle, we got that they were already in the house, and I'm picking up a fight inside the house. I'm getting goosebumps. The church bells are playing. I'm picking up that the fight, there was more than one fight. Okay. Hey, Mama Jess, welcome to Starlights. Here it is. Tree of Life. Tree of Life. So, this is spiritually being awoken to something, having divine knowledge. The Tree of Life is, it's much like the Wheel of Fortune. It's something that is progressing forward quickly that has been stagnant. It's interesting that we're talking about death, but we have the Tree of Life. And I'm asking specifically about the 12th of November prior to the murders, and I'm referring to Dirty South. Let's continue. Now, if up to this point you're like, this is interesting and a new channel to me, hit the like, the subscribe, right? So that you know when I do upload. So many of you didn't realize your notifications weren't working. So check it once in a while. All right, you guys, here we go. Ascended Masters. These are human beings that already walked the earth, that had a spiritual connection unique to them, to the divine universe. Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Buddha. Every time. See, we always get the same cards. Beaten, hit, struck, abused. I'm asking about Dirty South. In this fight, beaten, hit, struck, abused. Y'all, I'm going to tell you what happened and what's coming to me because I've never experienced this in any reading prior on the Idaho 4. I'm getting that the fight was over here, that they took it to the house, they charged in, and then there got to be a real fight, like all hell broke loose fight, and that took place, and now they wait. And then the girls come home, and they finish it. And I don't think the other two girls knew someone was in the house till then. And if they did, which they may have, but if whatever, I feel like they were told to shut up by like the authority in the, wow. I feel like a fight took place in that house. Beaten, a physical fight. He didn't, oh my God. And then I'm getting that whole thing where Steve, the dad, says they didn't need to go upstairs. He didn't need to go upstairs. Whoa. Is this all about a fight where they decided to put a hit, a strike out on Ethan? And they're like, he's at Xana's. Ancestors message. Let's continue. Now, if you're like, what is that deck? This, my lovelies, is the 1111 True Crime deck. You can order it right online, download the file, print it on your home computer. You've got this deck. I think it's like $7. 1111moon.com. Here we go. Ancestors message. Every time we're getting the same story. So now I know when we keep getting the repetitive story, every time I read on certain energies, like I did in Summer Wells, I had 6 major people. I always got the same cards. It was Candace, Dawn, Grandma, Jody, Andy, and the son of Jody Sue, or Andy Jr., as they called him, allegedly. But that's the cards that would show up, and that's the energies that I would feel. And it was 100 readings of that. People were like, it's getting boring seeing the same cards come out. And I'm like, it's the story. I'm not here to change it. I'm here to say what these cards say. I'm getting the same thing here. Stranger, outside, unknown, stalker. Every time. I'm going to do a BK reading. Now, Huda London has been doing a fantastic job of discussing things and bringing up things on her channel that cause us to go, right? Pam, thank you for gifting 5 tarot memberships. And welcome, Karen Guy, Frogs, 4 Frogs, Fat Asses, Nat the Realist, Bex, and Renee Murray. Thank you and welcome all of you to Starlights. So, I always get this stalker card. I get guest, visitor, stranger. I do. Ancestors are saying that. Okay. Let's continue. Wait. I got to know more about this stranger. We're going to pivot for a minute. We're going to pivot. Let me get something here. I want actual tarot cards, not oracle cards. All right, this has all tarot, all 78 tarot cards in it. Show me who this stranger is. What is this outsider? Who is this? Show me this energy. And what are they? Okay, yeah, just show me this energy. Show me the energy of this outsider. So, we have Knight of Pentacles, servitude. Service. They utilize some sort of a service, an outsider, an outside service. I don't know what that means. Maybe it was a cleanup crew. You have 8 hours and you know there was a latent footprint that was cleaned. Why 8 hours? Maybe because they were cleaning up the crime scene. I mean, the proof is that they've only got 3 unknown male DNAs when thousands of people have been in the house, but they don't have their DNA. So there was a professional cleanup crew, in my personal opinion. And it says servitude. And it talks about 3 of Pentacles, which is cooperation with service. Outsider, unknown. Cleanup crew. I got to find out. Is that what that's always been meaning? That's how they got away with it? Is by hiring an actual cleanup crew? And maybe they didn't have to hire them. You know, I've heard rumors, whispers, that Dirty South's dad has a professional cleaning service. I bet he's done it himself. Had to, work for his dad. Knows how to do it. Let me understand that. Are we talking about, when you say servitude, mastership, it's upside down. Okay. Are we talking about a cleanup crew, a professional system being used Is that what we're talking about? Clarify, please. This Three of Pentacles and this Knight of Pentacles and this service, this unknown. Something we didn't know. I knew it. I could feel the energy. It was like, here it is. In the home. Just like in the pre-shuffle. The Hermit. In the home. Virgo energy. And any major arcana basically to me is a strong yes. Introspection. Introspection. Looking deep within. Kind of cleaning service. All right. Okay. Let's move on. How are we doing on time? Okay. Let's get into the current situation. When I say current, time is fluid in tarot. Fluid. And that's why it works to give you the idea of what may or may not occur in the future, depending on what choices you make. It's excellent at reviewing the past. So I get to use the 1111 tarot time machine, if you will, to make the current situation not be about right now, but the current situation of what happened after Ethan and Dirty South and downtown, Dirty Downtown, got done fighting at the public place. What was the current situation afterwards between Ethan and Dirty South? Show me that for the desire. Somebody wanted something. And this is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a swift action. Swift action is what this means. So it tells me that after there was a fight, this is also passion, heated, right? It's charging forward. Like this is, if this was a horse race and you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacle, and the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Wands, pew, boom, out the gate first. Does he make it to the finish line? No. He runs out of steam in the end. The Knight of Pentacle is the one that makes it. Because the slow one takes his time, his due diligence, and wins. This tells me swift action was what took place. After the fight, there was swift action. I'm thinking within the home with the Virgo energy of the Hermit. What was a blockage that Dirty South, excuse me, blockage? What was the blockage? Communication. Communication was the blockage. Let's see what we get, though. But it is. That's why swords, knives could have been used, possibly, right? Because knives are words. They say double-edged sword when you're talking about your tongue. Cuts like a knife, your words cut like a knife. Swords are S words. You go to school to learn spelling, right? Which are words. Okay. Four of Pentacles, greed, feeling held back. That's the blockage. So he felt like, Dirty South felt like somebody was, he didn't want to hold back. He was being held back. So it could mean physically in a fight, like he was stopped from taking action. So his blockage is that somebody tried to hold on to this green frog. Now think of him as this big green frog. How long are you going to hold on to a giant slippery frog, right? It's going to dash out that gate like that Knight of Wands. Okay. Influence. What was influencing Dirty South to take action? What's this influence to take the action? We have a story. I'm going to tell you right now. The influence is about the fight and the secret. I'm just going to say that. Oh, and we have a hidden card. Excellent. Wait for it. So we have a liar, cheater, thiefer. And behind it, I haven't seen the card. I saw the edge of it. But we have treachery. So the influence was liar, cheater, thiefer. Okay? He said, she said bullshit. Oh, and with the liar, cheater, thiefer, they manifested a lie. So the influence is someone manifested a really nasty rumor. And that's what I'm picking up. They manifested with the magician an illusion that they were selling a narrative of. And it was about treachery. It was about treachery. Let's continue. So, Dirty South is saying in this reading, his higher self is saying through the angels that in his opinion, right, in his perspective, that a giant lie or cheat of treachery was manifested that influences fight. Now let's continue. These are the cards that fell. We're just going to put them here. Let's go ahead and take this one. And it was a fight. Five of Swords, the fight. That broke out into a fight. You dirty, rotten liar is what I'm hearing. And this is defeat. It's a winning at all costs. And often you will see the Five of Swords and the tarot reader will say it's a fight to the death. Let's continue. Exploration, the Fool, a new beginning now. Something fresh, something new, something starting, a new beginning. Explain to me what this treachery was as we go through this story, please. So we go from the Five of Swords, which is a fight to the death, about poverty, a lack mindset. Whatever this fight was about, it left, and I'm not doing any justification. I'm reading the cards. It left someone of these two, either Ethan or Dirty South, in a feeling of being left out in the cold, abandoned, humiliated. And it was a big challenge. Let's continue. And we get this every time. We get this every time. And this has to do with initiation into the frat. I promise you. It says, you the one. You are one. You are one. Meaning one of the frat. You are one. Look at the mask. It always is there. That card always shows up. And yeah, Four of Cups. Apathy, overlooking something. Is that why Xana's door lock was changed? Was it starting to heat up between Loach? Oh, I didn't say that. Between Dirty South and Ethan? Was it heating up? And did Xana fear that they might just come over since it's just a walk across the Banfield? You know, it's somebody familiar with the house that's been in the house, right? Root cause. of the whole fight. I want to know what caused the fight itself. What is the root cause of this repelling energy of Ethan and Dirty South? Root cause. Like, what is the real truth here? Give me the truth, please, and thank you. Nothing but the truth. Between Ethan, I told you it was communication, didn't I? And there's a hidden card behind here. I can see it. Well, I can't see it, but I can feel it. Message, right? 8 of Wands is communication. It was the words that were spoken. Oh, whoa. And the truth shall set you free. The root cause has now been validated that it was about somebody having a habit, a very toxic, dependent relationship with something like drugs. Could it be an addiction to, oh, I don't know, steroids? Could it be Satan? Right? So it's a message that was said about somebody's connection, addiction to a very, very habit-forming substance. I mean, you can't make it up. That's how I know my spirit's there, is because it always tells me the truth, the story. That was the root cause of the fight. Because somebody said, you're addicted to fill in the blank. Past influence. So why would someone say that? What made them feel like calling this person out? Like, if somebody had a drug addiction, why would you call them out in front of everyone? There has to be a reason. Past influence. Let's hit it. Past influence. Information. Intellect. Knowledge. Ace of Swords. Clarity. Seeing the truth. Seeing the truth. Ace of Swords is a yes. It is complete clarity. It weren't no lie. Somebody saw it for what it really was. And the Ace of Swords is about speaking. Swords are words. And that's why knives were chosen. Because words got used to make this person feel a certain way. And they felt like they couldn't express themselves. Maybe because they couldn't defend themselves. Maybe the person was right about all of it. And so they wanted to shut them up because the words are what was causing the problem. Jackson, stop digging a pillow. Stop digging a pillow. Yeah. Words. So, we just get weird here. The near future. I don't want to do the near future. I want to ask right now. Had Dirty South ever committed a crime that led, allegedly, just a crime that led to the death of another college person? Just going to ask. Because I'm thinking that's the secret. Because why would you kill? To protect yourself from going to prison for the rest of your life. Could be a real damn good reason if you are a rotten, no good scoundrel that has already done something that would put you in prison. I'm not saying good reason, but I mean in their mind. We got the third five. So we've had five, five. And now I told you, rivalry. Five of Wands. Wands are about communication. Rivalry. Oh, yeah. There was a rivalry in the past. Looks like Xana's sitting in the middle between two masculine dinosaurs that are fighting over her. Doesn't it? And we've got this card before. I might be putting it too close to the screen. I'll try to hold it back. Forgive me if I've been doing that the whole time. Knight of Swords. Idealism. And it's two. Now, you might see this. You might see this as Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk. You may see this as Kaylee and Maddie. But it's a Knight of Swords, idealism. This is about somebody knowing the truth. The Knight of Swords is in the Swords family, knows the message, and speaks the message. The Knight is the one that the King and Queen used to deliver the message. And I'm wondering, y'all, is this why we see the two girls, Maddie and Kaylee? And Kaylee says, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? Was the message delivered by our two girls there to their romantic partner, Two of Cups? Well, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And guess who Adam is? Adam's not only the corner club bartender, he's also roommates with the ex-fiance or ex-boyfriend of Maddie. Of Kaylee. Sorry, Kaylee. So we've got the Two of Cups. We got the Knight of Swords. Your perception. What is the perception after this fight? I want to know, did Dirty South go to 1122 King Road to confront, I almost said Adam. I had just said Adam. Maybe it was just on my mind. Take it with a grain of salt. To confront Ethan at 1122 King Road the night he was murdered. All aces in the tarot are yeses. They're hardcore yeses. They're guaranteed yes. And I have One of Cups. Fondness. Feel like somebody brought him in. Like, come on in. Yeah, he's upstairs. And it all went to hell. Outside influence. This could be where the cleaning situation, cover up. Was there outside influence, right, in the cleanup of the murder scene? Was there an outside influence? Show me this outside influence. Was there a cover up? And I think it's still going on today. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Outside influence. There it is. Venture. Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is somebody that's inspecting. When you see the Page of Wands, they are a messenger of inspection. It's about higher learning. It's about education. It's about inspecting. And that's what I think they were doing. I think they inspected that home. That's so weird. Action needed. This is going to be a very controversial question. But I've been wanting to know the answer forever. And I'm not throwing blame at anybody. but I want to know action needed. I'm just going to ask it. I don't want to hear any comments about this that are negative. Could the Idaho 4 have been saved if the action taken would have been to call 911 as soon as they were discovered? They needed attention. The star gets attention. And the star is a 1000% yes. The star is the healing card. This is the most powerful healing card. It is the only wish you have, is that somebody would have come in and offered healing instead of waiting until they passed. I'm going to ask another question. Was it intentional to allow these individuals to pass before help was asked for? I got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let me check the deck. The whole deck's in reverse. We flip it. The Two of Pentacles flexibility is weird to me because it's a choice intentionally made. And I think, and I say that because it's my personal opinion, that it was by the school, the book, and this is the roommates that survived are telling them, balance this out and stand on one foot until we tell you to do otherwise. This is the ball, the fight, whatever. This is the school with the book. And I think this was the school saying, hold your tongue. But action needed, the star. What was the real outcome between the fight between Ethan and Dirty South? What was the true outcome of that? What was the true outcome of Ethan and Dirty South's fight? Here's the story. Sorry, I'm not going to take him in reverse. Weird. So we have fascination, King of Cups, somebody with deep hidden emotion that wanted to cut out anything he felt or she felt, because there's no gender in the tarot. Cut it out with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords cuts out what doesn't serve her own purpose. Male or female, doesn't matter. I say her because it's feminine energy, not female energy. I'm just going to ask for my next reading because I want to know if I should do a reading on this. Show me the energy that was at the house right after the fight at the school. Morals, commitment. Something was committed. Probably the murders. Morals are in question. All right, my lovely Luz. If this is where you leave me, I greatly appreciate your time. Please hit like, subscribe, because we need your love. So put your DNA on the like button. I challenge you. YouTube told me that nobody has ever used their thumb to hit the like button. I'm like, bull. So prove them wrong. All right. And if this is where you stay with me, I want to come over and we're going to do a little bit of chat. I got about 5 minutes before I got to go to take my son to work. Noah, can you go start the car, please? All right. I do need my car started. It's winter and it's real life here. So, hey, Mama Jess, how are ya? Lady D, Susan Rusco, Dana Lynn. Dana Lynn says, I think DM finished Xana off, in her opinion. Gemini 65 says, roommates new, in my opinion. Dreamweaver, there you go. Dirty South is a female energy. Dirty South couldn't get found out. Natural Healing Dream, yep, he sure was. He wasn't sure, yeah. Deborah Martina Lewis says, thank you, Mama D. Excellent read. I can't take credit for it because I'm showing you the cards and I'm just reading them. But thank you anyway. Yes, and Pam, a special shout out because you are consistently loving everyone. You're just a bright light and you bring a lot of family members together and we stay together like we've been together for years now. And so when you offer your gifts of memberships, it's such a win-win, and I want to say thank you humbly from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And you're a love family. Thank you very much. Lady D, I love you to the moon and back. Mama Jess says, I think there was some warning, but it was ignored. Could be. Taurus 16 feels the roommates are possibly involved. Yeah, I really do feel strongly, without a shadow of a doubt, in my humble personal opinion, there were professional clean machinery used at 1122 Queen King Road. And that's why we have a cleaned up footprint where the mistake was. You say, well, where's the other footprint? Well, they got that one real good. So that one didn't show up. But the other one, somebody didn't do quite good enough of a job. And that, to me personally, just in my humble opinion, it locks me in to say that this wasn't BK because he didn't hire no damn cleaning crew to get in there. Just my humble opinion. Deborah Martina Lewis says, I feel DM was the leader of the negative pack that caused these murders. What's interesting, I'm just going to throw it out there. Who's new to the party at the house? Who's the new roommate? The one, and I'm just going to say it, that's constantly like photobombing in weird ways. Like you got Kaylee or Maddie in a picture and they're like, and you got the person behind him going, looking right at them, not at the camera, and doing this weird like, It's almost like I'm watching you. I'm going to get you. Creepy bullshit. And that same person has been seen in multiple pictures where she's in masks or she's got butcher knives or she's got some sort of blood on her outfit. Of course, you could say that about all the roommates. They all did that. But I'm just saying, every time that girl is in a photo, and that's what gives me the creeps, if she's got that stalker energy, is she the damn stalker? Maybe BK. I don't know. I think we need to do a BK reading. I keep getting that he's 100% innocent. I really do. Yes, Gemini 65 says she cuts eyes in the picture, like she cuts over to like the person that's taking the photo. She's like, it's creepy. I've never had a friend do that. And I would absolutely question, why are you looking at me like that when I'm taking the picture? Dana Lynn says, just a thought, could that DOT person have been telling the truth? Also, if that latent print was a size 9, which I heard a 10, but whatever, I believe DM. I think BF and JD was getting it on at one time or another. I could see that happening. I could see that for sure. That's just weird that you'd say that. But everything here is just gossip. It's just rumor. It's just my opinion. It's just us talking on YouTube. So don't take it to heart. Take everything we're talking about with a grain of salt and form your own opinion and do your own research. Creepy, I agree, says Agent Redacta. Very creepy. Right, Gemini. Right, Susan. Susan Rusco brings up such a good point. She says HAVC Havoc had to put chemicals in the air ducts, and we all saw them go there, to kill the biohazards from all the blood. Had to do it in my sister and niece's murder. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. Right, Mama Jess. Most fights don't get violent unless it's been brewing for a while. Someone had to notice. I agree. Just our opinions. All right, you guys. So, I want to know. I strongly 1000% feel that Xana and Ethan got home first. First by a long shot. At midnight, Xana and Ethan, well, Xana talked to her dad and talked about how they were at the house eating pizza. I'm wondering, did Dirty South head right over there to continue the fight? And the girls walked in later and were Dirty South and downtown, his sidekick, waiting hidden in the house somewhere already after killing Xana and Ethan, waiting for the girls? Is that why Steve said, Kaylee's dad, they didn't need to go upstairs? I think we're getting down to the dirty truth. I love you to the moon and back. God bless you, my beautifuls. I will see you again this Friday, and we're going to find out. Let's look at the house. And was that a fight with Dirty South and Ethan at the house that then went into murder? And then Dirty South and downtown waited in the house and killed the girls upstairs. And then ran out the house. Did they go on Taylor Avenue? I haven't forgot about Taylor Avenue. Love you guys. I got to take my son to work. I love you. Bye, my beautiful.